Question 1, we have 4,000, blank, 70, and 2. So what's missing? 800. Option 3. Number 2, digit 3 is in the ones place and thousands place. Digit 3 is in the ones place, yes. Thousands place, yes. Ones place, yes. Thousands place. Ones, thousands, no. This is out. 1 is in the hundred thousands place. So this one doesn't even have a hundred thousands place. This one either. So 1 is in the hundred thousands place. Option 3. Question 3, express 15 out of 8 as a decimal. When we want to express a fraction as a decimal, we change the denominator, if we can, to 10, 100 or 1,000. So in this case, 8 times 125 gives us 1,000. So I'm going to take 15 times 125. So 125 times 15. So this is 1875 out of 1,000. So remember, out of 1,000 means you have 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. Then we fill in 1875. Answer is 4. Question 4, how many 9s are there in 1 2/3? So 1 2/3, I would like to change it to an improper fraction first. So this is 5 out of 3. Next, I will change the denominator to what they're looking for. They're looking for 9. So I'll change the denominator to 9. Remember to multiply the top as well. So this gives me 15 out of 9. I have 15 9s in this fraction. Option 4. Question 5. Area of the rectangle is 48. Square centimeters. Length is 8. We need to find the parameter. Parameter is length plus breadth plus breadth. So what is missing is we need to know what the breadth is. If we know that the area is 48, area is equals to length times breadth. So area is 48, length is 8, I don't know the breadth. So how do we find the breadth? Breadth will be equals to 48 divided by 8, which is 6. So the breadth is 6. Then I can find the parameter, which is 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6. And this would give me 28 centimeters. Option 2. Question 6. Julie attended her piano lesson. Then the lesson lasted for 1 hour 15 minutes and ended at 1500. Let's draw the timeline. It ended at 1500. Let's count backwards 1 hour. That would be 1400. And 15 minutes ago would be 1345. Option 2. Question 7. What is the area of the triangle? Triangle would be half times base times height. So first we need to identify the base and the height of this triangle. The base would be here, ED. Height would be AB. So ED is 5 minus 1 because this is 5. So ED would be 4. And AB is the same as CD, which is 12. So this is half times 4 times 12, which is 24. Option 1. Question 8, we just need to read the graph. Let's write down for every month. January is 400, February 500, March 600, April 100, May 200. So which 2 months? Total of 900. Jan and Feb. 400 plus 500 gives me 900. Jan and Feb. Option 4. Number 9, symmetry. Which of the figures has only one line of symmetry? So only one line. So let's see. This one, this is the line of symmetry. That's probably the only one. For B, we have this and we have this. C. Or many lines of symmetry. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. And there's one more. So this one has 4. This is a little slanted, so the line of symmetry should just be around here. So option 1, A. So ratio, what is the missing number in the box? 14 cannot become 6. 14 divided by nothing will give us 6. So what happens is I will actually go and simplify 14 now 21 first. Simplify, I can divide by 7. Gives me 2 is to 3. Now from this, I want it to become 6 is to something. So 2 times 3 gives me 6. So I times 3 for this side, it gives me 9. So 9 is the answer. 11. This is a stack model. Bag, wallet. Bag costs 3 times as much as the wallet. So then there are 2 wallets and 2 bags. So another bag, I stack it up. Another wallet. So in total, they add up to $192. So 6, 7, 8, 8 units, 192. 1 unit will be 192 divided by 8. $24. What is the cost of a bag? A bag is 1, 2, 3 units. $72. Option 3. Question 12. For every 25 buttons that Mrs. Wong paid, she received 5 buttons free. So paid is to free. 25, she gets 5. So she got 480 from the shop, means it's a total. So every set is 30. So if she got 480, I will times 16 to get 480. So what's the least number of buttons that she paid for? We're looking for the paid. So I will take 25 times 16 to get the answer. $400. Because this tells me that 16 sets of this to get 480. Question 13, fractions question. Again, please remember to check if the 2 fractions are referring to the same whole. This is 1/3 of the beads, so the whole is referring to the whole thing, all the beads. This one, 1/6 of the remainder. The remainder would be of a smaller whole. So these 2 fractions are not referring to the same whole, so we cannot change to the same denominator. So let me show the model way. So with 1/3 are blue, 1/6 of the remainder are yellow. Now, they want now the remainder to be 6 parts. My remainder is here. So I'm going to make my remainder 6 parts. So 2 I can cut equally into 6. Each unit cut into 3. Remember, if we cut this, you have to cut this as well. Always maintain equal units for everything. So out of which 1/6, this one is yellow, and the rest are red beads. So everything else is red. So what fraction of the red beads are red? So red will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the total, which is 9. So the answer is option 3. Now we can always also do this the fractions way. I'll just write down all that I have, all the information. So blue is 1/3. After the blue, the remainder is actually, let me write remainder instead of R. Now it looks like it's red. Okay, so if blue is 1/3, the remainder will be 1 whole minus 1/3, which is 2/3. And in order to find the yellow, it says 1/6 of is times the remainder. My remainder is 2/3. So I'll take 1/6 times 2/3. 1 out of 9 to get my fraction of yellow. So now that my denominator has changed to 9, I will change this to 9 as well for the blue. So blue is 3 out of 9. Yellow is 1 out of 9. So in that case, in order to find my red, I need to take 9 out of 9, which is the whole thing, minus blue, minus yellow. So 9 minus 3 minus 1, I'm left with 5 out of 9. Option 3. Question 14, Ian was facing northwest. Okay, let me write my directions first. Naughty, elephant, spray, water, and also the in-betweens, because this one talking about northwest. Let me just draw the lines. So this is northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. So Ian was facing here at first. Through what angle must Ian turn in the clockwise direction? Clockwise means goes this way to face east. So 1 part, 2 part, 3 part. So each part is 45 degrees. So 45 times 345 degrees would be 135 degrees. Question 15. If they had a total of 92, Linda had 36. Let's find Mike. Mike would be 92 minus 36. Mike is 56. So we want to find the ratio of Linda to Mike. So Linda is to Mike, Linda is 36, is to Mike 56. I can divide by 2, which is 18 and 28. I can divide by 2 again, which is 9 and 14. Option 2. Question 16, order of operations. In case you cannot see it due to the printing, this is a plus. And then we have a divide by 3. So order of operations states that we do brackets first. So we will sort out 10 minus 7, which is 3. Copy everything down. Next, I will do the multiply first. So this is 48 plus 3 divided by 3. Next, I will do the division, which is 48 plus 1. Answer is 49. 17, multiplication of fractions and the whole number. 18, whole number is always out of 1 times 5 out of 8. Check your cross cancellation. As long as the number is on top, the other one is below, we can cross cancel. I divide by 2, this is 9, divide by 2, this is 4. So I'm left with 45 out of 4, and I change this to a mixed number. For those of you who are not sure how to do it, we can do long division. So 1, 4, 4, 0, bring down 5. So this is 11 wholes, 1 out of 4. 11 wholes, 1 out of 4. The perimeter of a square is 36. Perimeter of a square is 36. So perimeter means the outline. Okay, so a square has got 4 equal sides. So if that's the case, each side would be 9 cm. And we're trying to find the area of the square. Area is equals to length times breadth. And in this case, length is 9, breadth is 9. So area will be 81. This was meters, not cm. We're looking at triangle BMC. This is the triangle we're looking at, and they tell us that the base is MC. So they say this is the base. So if this is the base, where is my height? Now I would actually extend my base such that I get my height here. See, they meet each other at right angles. Okay, so this is my height, but there is no line here. So this line is actually the same as AM. So my height is AM. This is the same as this. Question 20, a very straightforward ratio question. So Dave is to Eric, 11 is to 7. Eric had 84 sweets. That means Eric 7 units is 84. 1 unit would be 12. How many sweets do they have altogether? I have 11 plus 7, a total of 18 units. So 18 units would be 12 times 18, work it out. $216. Mrs. Dawson has some cupcakes. If she packs them equally into boxes of 4, she will have 42 boxes. So I can find out the total cupcakes. 42 boxes, each has 4 in there. So 42 times 4, 168. So 168 cupcakes in total. Now if she packs them equally into boxes of 6, 168 divided by 6. Okay, 28 boxes. Question 22, fractions question again. So again, reminder, we must always check if the fractions are referring to the same whole. And how do we check? 1/4 of her money, so referring to the her entire sum of money. So this one, what, 2/5 of her money. So again, this whole 5 out of 5 is referring to all her money. So these two fractions are referring to the same whole, which means we can change to the same denominator. So let me just write them down. Food is 1 out of 4. Transport is 2 out of 5. So 5 and 4, lowest common multiple is 20. I'm going to change the denominator to 20. So how much money did she have at first? We know that she had $84 left. So let me find out the fraction that she had left. So now the denominator is 20. I know that at the beginning, everything that she has is 20. 20 out of 20. I take away the food. I take away the transport. I'm left with 7 out of 20. This tells me that 7 units is $84. So 1 unit is $12. At first, 20 units. So 12 times 20, which is $240. Question 23, the answer is actually given in the graph, but let's check if that's correct. Let me write down for the value for all of them. That flutes would be 18, ukulele 22, this one we don't know, harmonica is 16. So the question tells us that 1/5 of the students play the violin. If 1/5 of them play the violin, it means 4/5 of them will make up the rest, which is the flutes, ukulele, and harmonica. So now let me add everything up. 18 plus 22 plus 16, 56. So 4/5 of them make up 56. 56 would make up 4/5. So 4 units is 56. 1 U would be 56 divided by 4. $14. So that's the violin. So 14 would be up till this point. So this is correct. Question 24, we need to measure the angle X, Y, Z. So trace the 3 letters X, Y, Z. So let me highlight X to Y to Z. So we need to measure this angle. So let's turn it around. So how do we measure? You check for your 0 line. You see your 0 is here? It's the outside. Okay, so we'll take the outside reading. This is about 61 degrees. $5,456 is shared among Alice, Betty, and Carol. So A is to B, is to C, is 5, is to 4, is to 2. So our total units will be 5 plus 4 plus 2, which is 11. So we know that 11 units is 5456. So let's find 1 unit first. So 5456 divided by 11, 44, 105, 9, 99, 6, bring down 6. 1 unit is 496. How much more money does Alice have than Betty? The difference between them is 1 unit, so that's the answer, 496. Question 26. Two whole numbers add up to 639. What's the smallest difference between the two numbers? Smallest difference between the two numbers, I suppose it should be 1. If we have two numbers, and assuming they're consecutive numbers, the smallest difference could be 1, right? And they add up to 639. Then we're supposed to write down the two numbers. Let me take 639 minus 1 to 638. Then I'll take 638 to divide by 2, because then I have 2 equal parts here. $319. So 638 divided by 2 is 319. So one of my numbers will be 319, this one. And the other number would be 319 plus 1, which is 320. Smaller difference is 1, numbers 319 and 320. Question 27. Keith spent 3/5 on TV 3/5 hour. He spent 1/3 hour more to take his lunch than watching TV. So lunch would be TV plus 1/3. Got to change to, in order to add fractions, we need to change them to the same denominator. So I'm going to change them to 15. So this is 9 out of 15 plus 5 out of 15, which gives me 14 out of 15 hour. So how long did he spend on both TV and lunch? So total would be, add everything up, 3/5 plus 14 out of 15. So again, in order to add fractions, we need to change to the same denominator. So this is 9 out of 15 plus 14 out of 15, which is 23 out of 15. So again, for those who don't know, 23 out of 15, you can do long division, 23 divided by 15, okay? So if I subtract this, I get 8. So 1 whole 8 out of 15. Right properly. 1 whole 8 out of 15. Okay, 28, area of triangles. So for area of triangles, the most important thing is to determine the correct base and the correct height. So triangle ABD, this one, triangle ABD, base and height. Let me turn this around. I have the figure here. This is my base, and this is my height. It touches the base at right angle, and it also touches the highest point of the triangle. So this is my base, and that's my height, okay? So half times base times height. Base is 50, height is 18. So we're gonna cross this out. Take note to only cross out one, don't cross out two numbers. So this will be 450. That's the answer. Question 29 is a simultaneous concept. 2 apples, 2 oranges for 220. 4 apples plus 3 oranges for 390. So if you want to find orange, I'm going to make apples the same. So over here with 2 apples, 4 apples, I'm going to multiply this equation by 2 to make 4 apples. So 4 apples, everything in the equation will have to multiply. So 4 oranges is equals to $4.40. So now I have 4 apples and 4 apples the same. So which means I can take this minus this. Can you see if I take 4 oranges minus 3 oranges, I'm left with 1. So 1 orange would be equals to 440 minus 390, which is equals to 50 cents. Question 30. This is the line of symmetry. So sometimes, in fact, always, all the time, I like to turn it around to make it this way, vertically like that. So it's easier for me to compare the left and the right side. So I'm supposed to shade 3 squares. So this is this. So I see I need to shade this. 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 squares that I need to shade. This is the end for paper 1, booklet A and B. So check out the next video for the paper 2 tutorials.